Future State Nightwing issue 2, Andrew Constant with Nicholas Scott on the art. I thought this was better than the first issue.
I thought this was incredibly forgettable to the point where I'm skimming it now and going, "Oh yeah, I read this like 2 days ago."
I forgot what happened in the first issue because when this started, I was like, "Yo, when did Batman get here?"
Well, I remembered that from the first. I remember a lot about the first issue, but I remember the Batman showed up.
Yeah, this is fine. Scott's art still is not popping like I thought, like usual. So again, I don't know if it's the colorist or
not enough shots of Dick's ass is what it's boiling down to. I think
probably, yeah, that's it. You figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more into this in the first issue.
I think.
Well, I think the relationship between Dick and Jace, because it's Jace Batman, to make that clear, it's not Bruce. Who popped up last issue. And Jace wants to be helped and wants to be involved, and essentially they're being ambushed by the magistrate who are outside, and they've got their own propaganda news network there to film everything. And they're not actually broadcasting, but they're going to pretend it's live later when they've made sure that they've succeeded and killed Nightwing. And I kind of like Dick says, no, look, you sneak out the back while I've set off this EMP because, Batman has to continue in some form. It needs a Batman. It needs Batman. And it's kind of this moment of respect. But I actually kind of, I'm a sucker for when characters in the DCU kind of acknowledge that Dick, and Wally, but there's no Wally here, that Dick is kind of like the heart and soul of the superhero community. So I kind of love that Batman makes the choice not to leave, and he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. Like you're important to the heroes in Gotham as Batman is to Gotham. There's a nice sentiment. So he stands off the magistrate with him. They go outside. Some action. Whatever exists in the Bat family right now shows up. It's an interesting mix. So Babs is going by Oracle, but she has an outfit that's kind of like a mix of classic Batgirl meets.
This feels almost like a throwaway moment, but I would not be surprised if this is the prototype for a costume coming soon.
Do you know what it feels like to me? The purple sort of triangle, if you want to call it that, on the grey is
Honestly,
it's very Nightwing. Yeah, it almost feels like a purple Nightwing, but on grey. Plus she's got a cape and she's got kind of a classic Batgirl kind of mask.
I don't like the orange knee pads.
I'll give you that.
I appreciate that you want some color there to break it up. I get that, but the knee pads look bulky and just awkward.
I'm actually kind of because the page before it does the reveal of her and the rest of the team, the close up I saw the hair and I went, oh, this is whatever Babs is now, and then obviously you get to the next page. I mostly like it. I agree the knee pads are a bit over designed. I kind of feel the same way though. If you look at Tim, like his knee pads, I kind of feel the same. Like his knee pads are kind of the worst part of his outfit.
They are. I think it gets away with it a little bit more in that it's still the green and red, and there's a lot of that on his outfit, whereas the orange on Babs is just the belt, which is a very thin belt as well, and then the knee pads, so they feel extra clunky.
It works if you look at. There's a full page of Nightwing and Batman walking out a wee bit ago in the book, and Nightwing's kind of got some knee pads, but the knee pads are kind of connected to his boots, so they look much better. They look like they're sort of like part of like a tall boot design. They're
like shin guards.
Yeah.
It's the same as like what Batwoman's got, where they just kind of go all the way up.
Yeah, and I think that looks better as a design. I love that they've actually labelled Cass as Batgirl. I think that's fantastic. Obviously, we have to acknowledge that Two-Face is in this team.
Yes. Which flies in the face of her as Batgirl is not how she was described at the end of the Batgirls as well, which seems like a missed opportunity, right? Because they call her Orphan. So it's like, come on.
Bye.
Get it together.
Are you saying that you should have called her Batgirl at the end of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
I mean, the story was called Batgirls.
That's true.
I'm shocked they didn't. I thought that was the whole point of that.
That's what I'm saying. But I had read this first before I had read that, and so this was kind of almost a spoiler for where that was going, and that's why I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of but yeah,
low hanging fruit. Man-Bat's there, which is cool because obviously we've established him in Justice League Dark as more of an anti-hero. Two-Face is an interesting inclusion. Maybe there's plans for him for some redemption or something. Talia ties into Catwoman a little bit, that she's kind of working with the heroes in Gotham, so that makes some sense. And Huntress has obviously been in the Grifter story, so
she's a wild card.
And plus Huntress has always been associated with the Bat family, so even if she wasn't in any future state, it wouldn't be that surprising that she's here.
No,
right. Also, I wonder where Damian is. Like we got Tim, we got We know what Redhead's up
He's
to.
probably working for the magistrate.
Yeah,
Peacekeeper
right.
01.
Oh, he may be. He may be Peacekeeper 1.
I don't like that.
Maybe a Damien.
I threw that out into the world, and I'm like,
honestly,
now I'm terrified. I'm right.
Honestly, it could be like a 19-year-old Damien. Yeah, that's
yeah.
I don't know whatever year it is. Work it out.
He got aged up too, like.
Well, he's not aged up here.
John?
It's in the future.
5, 6 years.
No, but we know that the Tynan's gonna be dealing with Peacekeeper 1.
Oh,
too.
true. Okay, that's yeah, but maybe that's kind of a misdirect. Peacekeeper 1 in present day is going to be 14.
Or maybe Peacekeeper 1 is a title that Damien takes later.
Yeah.
Maybe they move up the ranks. It's not a static thing.
True. Yeah, maybe Peacekeeper 1 in the future is Damien, but he's not.
Would also explain why Talia's here.
Yeah. Damien has been notable by his absence. So but yeah, so they show up and they help. Fighting resumes, and Dick's got a new Nightwing car that he wants to show off. So he rides out in that. The magistrate soldier with the eye sort of thing speeds off after, and we get a bit of a fight scene where, because she's got bionic arms, she's got implanted arms, so it makes. Do you know what? My only complaint about this fight scene, because I do think it looks pretty good for the most part, is that I wish they put in some sound effects for the arms. I really wanted to imagine the zh as the arms were going around.
Is that not what the vroom is?
I guess the vroom kind of is. I think I wanted more of it though when she was actually punching them. I wanted the idea that they were struggling because our arms are like super strong, and that's why it's such a hard fight for them.
We have this book and the Mortal Kombat trailer.
I know.
The same week.
I know.
Which I still haven't
Weird.
watched. God damn it.
It's
Actually, even I watched it. It looks rad.
It's all right. Like, yeah, it doesn't look bad.
No.
And Nicholas Scott's art may not be the best example of our art, but I do think that panel is the top half of a page where Nightwing's like electrocuting his eczema sticks. I think that looks great.
Wait, what'd you call him?
I noticed this as well, but I was just going to be polite and move past it.
Not me.
I'm sorry, I tried to call. Okay, I'm just going to call him his batons then. All right, if you want to do it that way.
Eczema.
Eczema?
Eczema. Yeah.
Eczema?
Eczema is a skin condition.
I know that, but I just thought.
But it's not like you call them eczema sticks.
There's not even an X in the word.
No.
Well, no, I wasn't actually trying to say eczema. I was trying to say extrema.
I know.
With
there you go.
Yeah.
But the way that you said it, though, I couldn't let it go. Just call them as batons.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do that before, and Kurt gave me shit for it.
When did I give you shit? I mean, I might well have done, but I don't remember it.
Oh, you did. This was like a year ago or something.
They're his nightsticks.
His nightsticks. I mean, with a K, of course.
Yes.
With a K at the start.
Dick's nightsticks.
Yes. So anyway, Facey walks with them, walking off into the morning sunlight with a newfound. Again, it kind of implies there's going to be a status quo where, Jace is now welcoming Nightwing's network of heroes in the city. This was solid. I enjoyed it.
It's good.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Like
I said, I thought it was okay when I read it, but the fact that 2 days later I remember none of it is really not a good sign for it.
This was better than Immortal Wonder Woman.
I'm chalking it up to that I read too much stuff this week in a short time period. Except for Superman.
Wait, Matt, are you backing him up on that this is better than Immortal Wonder Woman?
No.
Thank God.
It's the same.
I don't know if I
can accept that.
I don't know if that's what Connor wanted, but he's only accepted it because
I know it's not what he wanted.
It's better than it, whatever that stupid thing that came out of Pete's mouth was.
I think it's better. I enjoyed it more. I think the character beats and the everyone sticking up for Nightwing and showing up to save him, even though he's told everyone. He tells Batman to leave. He told everyone not to show up, but they do it anyway because he's goddamn Dick Grayson. That warms my heart.
Yeah.
This was perfectly solid. Better than the first issue, more impactful, and I like that they're setting up JC's relationship with the other Bat characters. So digging it. So yes, Matt, what are you going to rate Future State Nightwing issue 2?
This is a 7.
Connor.
5.5.
Such a wanker. I'm going to go with I'll give it 8.
I'd just like to apologize to everyone for being the only person on the show to give it the correct score.